Hey, what is up, everybody? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you another Raw review, but you can't see my face. Why is that? Well, I'm doing a podcast for this Raw review. Someone wanted to jump on and do a Raw review with me. And hey, look, guys, if you want to do a Raw review with me, just ask me. You can do it via the podcast format. You can do it via the Google Hangout format. As long as you don't waste 50 minutes of my life, that's fine. I have no problem doing it with you. As long as this video doesn't go over 50 minutes, I'm fine with that. As long as our Google Hangout goes 30 minutes or less, I'm fine with that. Just hit me up on the Twitter at ChaseOliver68 and we can do a WWE RAW review, podcast, Google Hangout. It doesn't matter. Just hit me up on the Twitter. This Raw review will be a little bit different. If you guys miss seeing my face, go watch a Q&A that I recently did, or, go watch the Q&A tomorrow. Go watch my Survivor Series predictions that I'll be doing Wednesday. Go watch those videos. Those videos will have my face in it for all those missing it. But today I am joined by Generic Minority here on YouTube. He asked if he wanted to do the Raw review. I said, hey, why not? Why not get more opinions on the Chase Oliver channel about professional wrestling? Generic Minority, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay in life. Not so good when it comes to wrestling.
Yeah, wrestling's not good at this moment of time, and neither was this Monday Night Raw because, boy, this Raw was garbage. I mean, we had bunnies humping people, freaking all these swerving. Erik Rowan is in the main event. I mean, this is not good for business whatsoever, or as Triple H would say, best for business. Let's just, Raw kicked off the usual way. The bums came out. They cut the promo. They said, hey, we're best for business. Ryback, you need to join our team. Ryback's like, no, I'm part of Team Ryback. So Ryback's trying to be like Stone Cold Steve Austin, as we talked about before the show aired, that we were saying that, he's trying to play like this Stone Cold anti-hero, which I like. I mean, you're giving Ryback a new character. You're giving the big guy something different to his element, that he's all about himself, which is what we need in the WWE. We need more edgy baby faces, but it's just like, really, did we need to waste like a 25 minutes of great television, or television that is, just for them to get denied by Ryback? Did we really need to waste 25 minutes for this crap? No.
No, they totally didn't. I'll explain to you why they needed to waste 25 minutes to do so. It's because Ryback is the only thing that they have going in terms of like a guy that potentially could be a main eventer. They want to shove Ryback down our throats, but because Cena still exists, it's not going to seem as bad.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not going to seem as bad because, right now Cena's like the shield where people are just, going to throw shit at him and say, we hate this guy. He's annoying. It's John Cena. We're never going to freaking look at Ryback and do that with him because, we there's some sympathy also towards Ryback because a lot of people do agree that the WWE has messed up with him as a character. At first, people were, against Ryback because he's not really the prototypical IWC favorite. He's not 5'8", does a bunch of kicks and flips. He's more muscular and stuff like that. But a lot of people do agree that the WWE messed up on Ryback. So with Ryback right now, I think a lot of fans like him because they have realized how badly he's been booked for the past year. I mean, doing that garbage tag team known as Ryback Soul and wasting his potential as a main eventer. So I think fans feel bad for him. So that's why so many fans are not against him. They're just like, you know what? I feel bad for the big guy. The big guy is actually all right.
They killed him a while when they had him face off against CM Punk, and then they killed him even further when they had him going up against Cena. Which, for 5 minutes, I was super excited when he first came out dressed like a Ninja Turtle when he clotheslined Cena a year or two ago. But then I realized that he's going up against Cena, which means he's not winning this feud. Just watched, I'm pretty sure, what was it, Dolph Ziggler lose?
Yeah.
6 matches in a row to Cena. So I think fans just want to see someone. They want someone. They're looking for something to cling on to, at least a casual fan.
Yeah, and also with Ryback, he's more different than Cena. Where Roman Reigns, he doesn't really have a personality, and he's just steamrolling through everyone. So people compare him to John Cena easily. Ryback is not really comparable to Cena. Ryback's more like a Dave Bautista light, whereas Ryback can have some type of humor to him, and he's not going to really put on the best pay-per-view quality match, but at least he is someone that is believable looking to be a main eventer and someone that can be a decent, top guy for you for at least 2 years while you try to find someone that can be a top guy for the next 5 to 6 years. So it's not like Ryback's a bad option whatsoever, in my personal opinion.
He's a good dude, and he's a good powerhouse. Good sense of humor, especially that stuff back with Paul Heyman with the Paul Heyman getting down on one knee to make him a Paul Heyman guy. Everything Ryback was doing, pushing people in the showers, pouring, asking why his his cold soup was cold. That was all money, and then they just killed him off like they always do with any good character.
Yeah.
So Ryback is a lot more person than I gave him credit for back when he was just Skip Sheffield with the yep what it do stuff. Like I was like, oh, this guy's terrible. His finisher had a cool name, the over the shoulder boulder holder, but other than that, I was just like, this guy's got nothing. But when he came back as Ryback, I was like, okay, he's got a little something.
Yeah, they're just trying to recover with Ryback, and then like later in the night, Cena was watching his match with Cesaro, which was an okay match between Ryback and Cesaro, nothing spectacular. But hey, they gave Ryback and Cesaro time, which was needed. They showed why Ryback's a beast, in these matches, how he can take all these hard shots from Cesaro. But then again, it's against Cesaro, and at this point, and I love Cesaro, he's a wonderful talent. But the WWE has made this guy like jobber number 5 or something like that. He jobs, he loses too much. He's not a threat to anyone he faces.
Like he's number one jobbing heel.
Yeah.
Depending on what day it is, Heath Slater's a face. Zack Ryder doesn't get on TV.
Well, Zack Ryder's injured right now.
Who?
Zack Ryder's injured right now.
Good for him. I told him it's good for him. He doesn't have to be on TV once every month and a half. That's quintessentially the period of WWE. That's it. He just shows up for a couple days once a month and goes away.
Yep.
And you see it again. Whatever happens. I really wish Kurt Hawkins was back, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, so Ryback and Cesaro had a match, but like I said, like him being Cesaro is not like a huge win for him because like Cesaro loses to everyone and everyone kicks out Cesaro's moves. But it was a good way to show Ryback is a tough guy. Afterwards, Cena comes up, does the usual John Cena promo, and this was the funniest thing because like earlier in the opening segment, they showed some continuity of why Ryback should have joined Team Cena, and it was like Cena making fun of Ryback. And I like when Cena went backstage to Ryback to convince him to join the team. He was all like, "Look, when I made fun of you, at least I made fun of you in front of your face. Like, how the fuck does that make it better? You still made fun of him. You still cracked jokes at him. How does that make you a man just because you made fun of him in front of his face? If anything, that makes you more of a bigger douchebag than it is." And we'll talk about Cena and how he handled his team, but that's later on.
He didn't handle his team.
Yeah, well, that's why we'll talk about it.
John Cena is like the going backstage and talking to. Now I'm a pretty mean guy. Like I usually insult people I don't to their face, but I don't go back and try to get their help later. If I don't like you, I just don't like you, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no amount of money, no amount of desperation I have. So for Cena to go back, one, that makes his character look super weak in my mind as someone who already doesn't like Cena, and two, it's just irritating. Like I tweeted you, I was like, anytime he comes talking in a promo, he ruins it for me.
Yeah, no, he always like puts down people, doesn't take anything. The people are threatening him seriously. Like, and we'll get to that. We'll get to that nonsense later on. Let's just jump around. We talked enough about the big guy here tonight. We had Adam Rose get humped by the Bunny, so Darren Young is confirmed to be the Bunny.
Is Road Dogg?
Huh?
Swear that Road Dogg or Shawn Michaels.
No, that Bunny is Sami Zayn right now, but it's gonna be Darren Young because I guess they're trying to say the Bunny's gay. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do with the Bunny.
The gay Bunny.
Hey, at least Tyson Kidd's getting wins on TV. That's all that matters to me.
That's a perk. But I don't like the fact that Bunny is involved at all.
Yeah. Like,
I don't like
it's like I said on a Raw review a long time ago. It was like the one where I misspelled WWE and I called it WWE RAW. It was a growing uphill of Raw review. I said, like, you know what's sad is like instead of the WWE trying to make me care about Adam Rose the character or trying to reestablish him as a cool party guy or do something different with this guy, they're focusing more on his stupid bunny on the outside than the guy who's actually wrestling the matches. It's like, look, if you want me to care about people associated with someone, that someone has to be relevant to my TV screen. That someone has to be a main player, a big deal, someone I can get behind and care about. I don't care about Adam Rose. The WWE hasn't done anything to make me say, oh, I want to see Adam Rose on my damn TV. So why should I care that him and the Bunny are having problems? I don't. I really don't care. And if Adam Rose and Bunny have a match, I don't give a shit. That would just be a waste of my time.
It is, and once again, this whole giving away the network free doesn't make me want to see Adam Rose get humped by the Bunny for free.
Yeah.
If I wanted to see some queer stuff like that for free, there's places where I can do that. I don't, and I definitely don't want to pay for it in the future if it's not for the free one.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see what other garbage happened on Raw. We'll talk about Team Cena stuff and at a different time. Let's see. We had the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. The only good thing about this was that the heels were trying to be heels and not tagging in Mizdow. Miz and Damian Mizdow have to win the tag team titles. Otherwise, it's a failure. Because really, Stardust and Goldust, like, I don't care if you guys like them or not. These guys have just been so irrelevant as tag team champions. I even forgot that they were tag team champions. I was just like, God damn. I thought the Usos were still tag team champions somehow.
I just thought that they retired the tag titles and were just like, no more tag titles. Since they just love to retire titles out of nowhere, I figured, why not?
Yeah, exactly. And then not only that, what was I going to say? What was I going to say? It was just like I just like how they didn't tag in Mizdow, but Damian Mizdow and the Miz, they need the tag belts more than any of the tag teams. And yes, I know they're not a long-term tag team, but hey, they're more entertaining than the Los Matadores or Star and Goldust or Gold and Stardust, whatever they're called, and the Usos. Okay, they're more entertaining than those bums. So give Damian Mizdow and the Miz the tag belts.
In point of fact, Damian Mizdow is more entertaining than all three of those tag teams.
Oh yeah,
and the Miz is there and exists, and that's cool. But even still, it sounds like Golden Stardust were cool initially. Then they turned heels for no reason. That was irritating. Now, I can't even remember the last time. Did they come out today to like a theme? Like I can't remember as tag team champions when the last time they won when it wasn't janky, other than that Big Show Mark Henry thing. And I don't remember the time when they've come out as champions to their theme music, and not like when I come back from a commercial, they're on my screen for some reason.
I can't remember. I think the one time they came out as tag team champions, but they lost. They didn't win. Like every time they've come out as tag team champions, they've lost. Like this is like the first time I've seen them win clean on a show. And no, I don't watch SmackDown, so don't say like that steel cage match, Chase. I don't watch SmackDown. The WWE has not given me a reason to watch Friday Night SmackDown, so why would I want to watch it?
Like get on set to do SmackDown reviews, and then I watched SmackDown, and I was like, oh man, I'm really mad I made all these title cards and stuff.
No, I like that's what I said. Like when I said, yeah, I'm gonna review SmackDown 15, and then I watched it, and I said, yeah, or SmackDown, what was it, 10, 15? I think it was 15. I don't know what the recent anniversary show they had. I was like all ready to review that, and then I watched like Johnny Ace come out, and I was like, Joe Laurinaitis, second VP of Televisions, and then I was just like, nah, dude, this show's garbage.
I tried to watch that, and I was just like, oh god, when is Real Housewives coming on? And I hate Real Housewives. I hate all those reality wives shows, and I was just like, man, when is something else going to come on other than this?
Yeah, SmackDown's not on the Chase Oliver viewing list. I'm sorry, people, if you guys are disappointed by hearing this. But what else is there? The Divas, Brie came out as AJ Lee, and she looked hot. I'll admit that.
She did look good, dressed like AJ Lee. I think she should just do that all the time now.
Yes, and then Nikki came out, and it was supposed to be like an exhibition, and it was like Nikki playing mind games, like, oh, this is what I'm going to do to AJ Lee at Survivor Series, but then she lost, and then like it was like Brie broke the rule, like, and here's the thing, here's the thing, like, why was it that Brie was just taking the damage the whole time? Was it just like, because like Nikki obviously has full control over Brie Bella and can do whatever the fuck she wants with her. Why is it that Brie broke the rules? Does that mean Brie is fired from the WWE? Because last I checked, this stipulation of like this servant or whatever they're supposed to be, they're supposed to follow every single rule. Otherwise, if they disobey, they're fired. So is Brie Bella fired for what she did by pinning Nikki?
Well, Chase, you're making one fatal mistake, isn't that you're a human being who thinks.
Oh yeah, that's
not
true.
A human being, nor does it think. This doesn't matter. What's going to happen next week, or probably on Friday or Tuesday, technically, is that Nikki Bella's going to be super mad about it and do a bunch of embarrassing stuff to Brie. And that's what's going to culminate from that, to which Brie will come and interfere in her match and cause her to lose to AJ. And then Nikki's like, that's fine. Then since you failed, I get, you get fired. And then they'll have to be like, well, if you want to fire me, fine, I'll leave for good. But we get to have one more match for each other's career. And it'll suck. Well, in the sense that, like, I really wish Brie would get her own cheers and moveset and.
Yeah, she's like stealing Daniel Bryan's yes chant and fucking doing the yes squat and then like doing like the label lock and everything. She's just stealing from Daniel Bryan. Oh yeah. And also I want to address this one rumor. There's like and I'm also going to address it in my Hell in a Cell preview. There's this one rumor, I don't know how to spread. It's like the fourth one we've got it with this girl that she's supposedly leaving the company. Once again, there's an AJ Lee leaving the company rumor, which I find ridiculous to me because the WWE just released a t-shirt for her. Yeah, because they're going to release a t-shirt for a girl that's going to leave their company like next Sunday, right? That makes no sense. For anyone that's buying into this BS that AJ Lee's leaving the company, stop it. And for all those saying, well, Chase, she can do other things outside the WWE. Like what? What is AJ Lee doing outside the WWE?
She can also write Thor, Chase. You don't understand. She can also
No,
write
she ain't writing anything for comic books. Like, the only thing AJ Lee's doing on the side is she's going to get some media appearances for video game conferences and freaking Comic Cons. Oh, by the way, which she already does with working with the WWE. Not only that, it's her website.
Lollipop Chainsaw 2.
Yeah, exactly.
She's the new model for Lollipop Chainsaw 2. That's what she's gonna do. Her and Jessica Negri are gonna hang out and party, and the only other thing she's gonna do on the side is CM Punk. So that's that. She can do a whole bunch of things.
No, and you're just telling me right now she can't do anything. See,
she can't. And why would she? Because she's got WWE in her back pocket. Who competes with her?
Yeah, exactly. Like all the other divas are on Total Divas that can compete with her. I mean, yep. Like her main competition and is Emma. And that's literally like her main competition. And Emma's not even ready to be like a Divas champion. I mean, Paige is on Total Divas. Fucking Alicia Fox is on Total Divas. Both the Bellas on Total Divas. Naomi on Total Divas. Natty on Total Divas.
Yeah. Everyone that can compete with her is now being told that the best thing you want for your career is to be on Total Divas. So don't even waste your time with AJ Lee. People like AJ Lee. They get through the CM Punk chance when she's around. You know, she's going to be champion for longer than Moolah, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So stop reading into these, because like this is like the fourth rumor that we're getting that AJ Lee is going to leave the WWE. Like the first one came that she was pregnant and she wouldn't be able to return ever again. Then she came back and won the title. Then the other rumor was after SummerSlam when she lost to Paige, that it was like, oh, AJ Lee is going to distance herself from the company after Night of Champions. She fucking won the belt right back. And then at Hell in a Cell, people were talking about, it was like a small one, but people were still talking about, oh, she might leave the company because Paige says she's a rule changer, and they're trying to change the rule that the Total Divas can't win the belt, yet she retained there. And now we're getting the same fucking BS that this girl's leaving the company. Look, she's not leaving the company, people. Like, I know that makes a lot of people happy, but I'm just telling to all the people who are believing this rumor and believing everything Brian Alvarez is saying, stop it. Just stop it right now. She ain't leaving that company. There's no way in hell she would leave that company. They're paying her really good money. She's freaking been successful at this company because of this company. She's not like her husband. There's nothing for her to be pissed off about for her wanting to leave this company. So enough with these AJ Lee leaving the WWE rumors, because we all know that isn't true. All right, so that...
I think just the big thing to end on that is that everyone's just looking for something to grasp. They're grasping for straws. Yeah. Every single thing is CM Punk's coming back for sure. You know, CM Punk's like the Half-Life 3. Every single little thing is CM Punk confirmed. Every single thing is CM Punk's return, also Half-Life 3. You know, so people are looking for something to cling on. If I'm gonna, play devil's advocate for the fan base that actually believes that stuff, it's like it'd just be really nice to know something is happening to shake up WWE, because it's really boring, and we're gonna get into that in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And so now we move on to Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose stuff. This is another mid-card match that's going to happen on Survivor Series. I'll talk more about it in my Survivor Series recap, but preview and predictions actually about this feud. And it's just been a disappointment. That's all I got to say. This promo segment that they had tonight on Raw, it should have been saved for like the beginning of the feud. But it's just like they're half-assed backwards with this feud, which means they're building this feud up on SmackDown when this feud should be building up on Raw. Look, I'm sorry. What makes more sense? Building up a feud on Raw, where more people watch that show, and more people would get more invested in this feud, seeing it build up on Raw, or building it up on SmackDown, a show that barely any wrestling fan watches? I'm just saying, like, it makes no sense why they're putting so much time and effort to do all these vignettes and skits on SmackDown, because honestly, I haven't watched one of them. I haven't. And I will go back to watch them to see if it's any good or not before I make my previews and predictions. But I'm just saying it's completely stupid that the WWE is making me trying to watch SmackDown when I shouldn't be watching SmackDown unless something interesting happens on Raw, and we all know nothing interesting happens on Raw. So why in the blue fuck would I go watch your B show? That's like me having to watch NXT to see who's going to be on, like, Team Authority or something. Like, the fuck is that all about? Like, that's like them building up the Team Authority and Team Cena storyline on NXT and making you having to watch NXT. Look, I don't want to be forced to watch something I don't want to watch. I want to be given a reason to watch that product. Just because I'm a wrestling fan does not mean I have to watch SmackDown. It doesn't make me lesser of a fan for watching SmackDown, for not watching SmackDown, because I watched SmackDown from like 1999 since 2010. I think I've done my due justice of watching enough SmackDown when SmackDown was actually relevant and was actually a good brand. You're not giving me a reason to watch SmackDown.
It's not a brand anymore. That's the problem, Chase. SmackDown is not a brand. It's an extension
Yeah.
of Raw. Monday Night Raw's extra 2 hours because they can't spill over into Christy Knows Best. That's all SmackDown is. Because there's no exclusivity anymore, which is why they really need to split their brands for good and have it like that was the thing when I was a kid growing up in New York City because yeah, it was free TV. We were broke. Hey, SmackDown's coming on UPN, which that channel was still back, and I wasn't gonna be able to see the guys I saw on SmackDown on Monday Night Raw. They were SmackDown guys.
Yeah.
So that's the big problem is that SmackDown at every show is just an extension of Monday Night Raw. That's it. There's almost nothing going on unique to SmackDown.
See, I understand where some people say the brand split, but I'm totally against the brand split because nowadays the WWE struggles to write for 1 3-hour show. What makes me think that they will be able to have enough talent to make me care to watch SmackDown? But that's another discussion for another time about the brand split and SmackDown.
It only works when you have talented people with talented writers. But other than that, the reason for it back in the day working was because they had talented people with talented writers.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose feud, I just, to me, it's just been disappointing. I get it if some of you guys like it. I just think it's too early for these guys to feud in their careers. I think you could have saved this. Don't get me wrong, Bray Wyatt's wonderful on the microphone, but this guy needs to do something else besides cut a fucking promo all the time. Like that's just like you're just going to his bread and butter way too fucking much. This guy needs to have a match. Show me why his words mean something because
been in the ring since.
Yeah, no, apparently he's wrestled on SmackDown. It's like who a main event, but it's like he should be wrestling on Raw where more people are watching. Because the thing is, it's the old saying: action speaks louder than words. Yeah, Bray Wyatt can talk all he wants, but he hasn't shown me a lot. He hasn't shown any action behind his words, and that's my problem with his promos.
Yeah, I find that ironic with Bray Wyatt, especially because it's kind of built to be like a horror movie bad guy, and in horror movies, like it kind of show like I mean, one of the best horror movies of all time, in my opinion, is obviously Halloween. Michael Myers doesn't speak a lick.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Pleasance's Dr. Loomis character speaks for him. Like Bray Wyatt doesn't have to talk all the time. He can sometimes literally just sit there and he can go ahead and blather on like his insanities, but Bray constantly he's not stalking, he's not doing anything but talking.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like Jake the Snake Roberts. It wasn't just him talking. Mankind, it wasn't just him talking. All these great talkers didn't just talk their way to be successful wrestlers. They also did actions in the ring, and that's the thing with Bray Wyatt. They need to do more action with him. And you know, Dean Ambrose, he's been hurt from this feud. We talked about it before we went on the air. You know, it's sad that Wyatt Ambrose came out and the fans barely any reaction. It was just like a normal reaction they would give to any other babyface on the show. It was just sad to see that, you know, because Dean Ambrose, he's a really good character. I like Dean Ambrose. I'm an Ambrose fan. Don't get it wrong, people. I really like the guy. I think he's very talented. But it's just that, you know, like right now they're hurting him. And, you know, it's like the Survivor Series match, could it be a good match? Sure. It could be a good match, but it's just the storyline and the feud. I don't know, man. I just haven't been into it whatsoever.
Me neither. It's like I said, it's sad to see both of these guys come because the thing is too is like Bray Wyatt, Dean Ambrose were two guys that were like when they came out to speak, it was actually interesting. And now because they come out and speak all the time, it's quintessentially the speaking version of John Cena.
Yeah.
Where they're constantly coming up and talking and going to the same thing over and over and over again, and they're talking and I'm not listening. I think my TV was muted through that entire promo just because it was the same thing.
Yeah. And speaking of John Cena, it's now time to talk about John Cena and his main event shenanigans that were going on tonight. Pretty much the whole basis of this episode of Raw was that it was going to be, you know, Team Cena versus Team Authority. And the Authority's main mission was to get rid of the members of Team Cena so that way they couldn't make it to Survivor Series, brother. So it all started off with the Intercontinental title match where Luke Harper took on Dolph Ziggler. It was an impromptu IC title match. Once I heard that, I said, damn it, Ziggler's going to lose the belt. which I was fine with. I was fine with it because I like Luke Harper, and I said if you want to show you care about Dolph Ziggler, you have to take that belt off him, and they did just that. You know, I was afraid that they were going to have Luke Harper job here, you know, because like Dolph Ziggler was making a good comeback. I felt this was well executed by the WWE. One of my favorite segments of the night, besides some of the Ryback stuff that they did. But it's just like, you know, I thought it was a well done executed segment. Luke Harper wins the IC title, but I just feel it's too soon for Harper to win the belt like that. I just felt like, you know, you could have saved it for another time for Harper to become your Intercontinental Champion. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day.
They could have had Mark take that. They could have Mark take that. They didn't need to give it to Luke. And also, it looks bad. I believe it was also you who tweeted about it. It's like you can kind of tell who they're banking their money on because they gave Luke a title before Bray.
Yeah, they're putting more eggs in the basket in the Luke Harper basket than the Bray Wyatt basket because Luke Harper, this dude, won a title before Bray, and I don't care if it's an Intercontinental title or not. He's still a champion before Bray Wyatt was champion. And to me, I just think that they like Luke Harper more. And I like Luke Harper. Don't get me wrong, people. I think this dude is talented. I hope he has a really good career. But it's just like, to me, you would think that you would want to make Bray Wyatt as strong as you can, not Luke Harper. I mean, it just shows that Bray Wyatt, he may have been holding the Wyatt family back for too long. It makes the whole Wyatt family stable look weak to me when you look at the grand scheme of things. Because it's just like they never did shit as a stable. Let's just be honest here, people. The Wyatt family didn't do shit as a stable. The only thing they did was beat the Shield at Elimination Chamber. That's all they did. They haven't done shit as a fucking stable. They failed so many times to win the tag team titles. Bray Wyatt never became WWE champion. You know, all they did was just useless, boring feuds like Cena and Jericho. And now it's like the Wyatt family is disbanded, and two of the former members, the sidekicks of the Wyatt family, are main eventing Survivor Series, and one of them is the Intercontinental Champion. And we will talk about the other member main eventing Survivor Series, which is just ridiculous to me.
Right. But it's the thing is like that match was fine. That, you know, having Dolph the time, they could have like I said, they could have gave that to Mark simply because, and my laptop is an idiot. They could have gave that to Mark. Sorry about that. They could have gave that to Mark simply because it's one, a little toss to Mark for being a good employee for so long, and two, Luke didn't really need it right now.
Yeah, I agree. I felt Seth Rollins should have been the Intercontinental Champion at this point.
Oh yeah, that should have happened, but you know, they're not going to do that. That's far too creative and unique. But if you were going to give him a feud that's kind of like you know, something to show, I don't know, maybe I guess if you're giving it to Luke Harper shows that they kind of care about Dolph because they're sticking him in a feud with the guy that they're actually investing in, as opposed to Mark, who's just like a big dude who's like, you know, once again a good workhorse for the company. But on the flip side of it is like Luke didn't need it now, but
yeah,
he had it. So let's see what happens, I guess.
All right, and then came one of the most useless segments of the night. We had Stephanie McMahon come out, Big Show came out, and then Stephanie came out, and then Stephanie offered Big Show the prestigious WWE Hall of Fame that has Coco Beware in it, and so Big Show had to decide if he wanted to join the Hall of Fame with Coco Beware.
The Hall of Fame, not Coco Beware.
Huh?
The cockatoo is actually what's in the Hall of Fame, not Coco
Oh
Beware.
yeah, cockatoo. Okay, whatever. One of them is in the Hall of Fame. So afterwards, then Sheamus came out, and it turns out Sheamus's passport or something got fucked up. Who cares? We're gonna give them a match, and this is for the #1 contendership for the heavyweight championship. And I was saying to myself, look, Stephanie, stop being sarcastic. Stop doing this. That's annoying. This is annoying. We get it. You're a sarcastic bitch. You could have just gone to the ring. Stephanie, this is what they should have done. Stephanie marches her pretty little ass to the ring. She comes out, calls out Big Show and Sheamus, and says, you know what? You two have been pissing me off. You two are still with Team Cena, and for that, you guys are going to be punished. You guys will have to wrestle a match. And don't think you guys can just walk out of this ring and think, no, Stephanie, we're smarter than you. No, you guys are going to wrestle this match, and if it's count out or disqualification, you're both fired. And just do a direct bitch move, leave the ring. Why did they have to add all this hoopla that the winner can get a #1 contender shot? What, do you think like people are going to change their channels and be like, you hear this, guys? Sheamus and Big Show, they're getting a #1 contender shot. No, I'm not changing my channel because Sheamus and Big Show are getting a #1 contender shot. Hell no. What the fuck? Like, they should have just made it simple. Make Stephanie look like a direct bitch. But, yeah, they took too long with it. That's just me.
You were the words right out of my mouth because as soon as the match started, I didn't hear what she was saying in the Big Show, but as soon as the match started, they were like looking to face off with each other, and they're like, none of them was like, why doesn't one of them just leave the ring? Because if they're supposed to be teammates, I get that they're trying to build like, oh, they're falling apart, Team Cena's falling apart, but it's quite literally, it literally makes no sense at all. From any idiot can tell you, I leave the ring.
Yeah.
Just leave the ring. You do realize that even in a different world where Brock's not champion, you know neither one of them are not. Any person sitting on the sideline as a fan that actually has a functioning brain knows that neither one of them is actually getting a title shot because one, Sheamus has got to keep feuding Rusev. If you're an idiot, you don't notice that. And Big Show, who cares about Big Show? One and two, he's got to keep feuding Mark Henry. Even though we still don't care, he's still got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
So once again, like you said, I'm not gonna go change my channel. If I'm watching the NBA, I'm like, Chase just tweeted that they're gonna have a number one contender match. It's not a number one contenders match. I'm not dumb. I'm gonna keep watching, whatever games up.
Yeah, exactly. Like that. Why is that an incentive? If you're Sheamus a Big Show, you're like, wait, isn't Cena already the number one contender? So that means I have to fight Cena. Fuck that. I'm leaving the ring. Like that's what I would have done. I'd been like, nope, I'm gone from the ring. And afterwards, Mark Henry and Rusev came out during the match, beat them both up. Oh yeah, by the way, Rusev had a squash match with Heath Slater, but that's not worth mentioning at all. But
just like
Uncle Sam,
Persona, Consequences Creed.
Yeah, Uncle Sam. He was dressed up as Uncle Sam, the guy on the poster. We want you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the We Want You guy.
Yeah, the We Want You guy. And so they beat them up, and during all this beatdown of his team, John Cena is like, "Fuck this team. I'm not going to go out there and help them." And that was so stupid. It was like, this is the babyface team. The babyface team should be sticking together. It's not like the Authority said, like, you guys are all banned from ringside, so that's why you guys can't come out and help each other out. They didn't say that at the start of the show. I read that promo. They didn't say that. I rewatched it and I read the promo. They didn't say anything about Cena can't come out and help out his teammates. No, they didn't say anything like that. Cena had the ability to come out and help his team. Cena had that power. It's not like it's impossible for John Cena to walk his fucking ass out there and say, hey, I want to help you guys out. Let's go. No. Cena could have done that, but it's like the heels seemed more functioning than the baby faces. Like, how am I supposed to say, oh, Cena's such a stand-up guy? He's such a good guy trying to help out his team. He didn't do shit tonight to help out his team. And then later on in the night...
You gotta understand, he's trying to get them the ace in the hole in the big guy, and that's what all his night was focused on. But even more importantly, this goes to show that John Cena is in fact 100% a heel, because that was a very heelish thing to do. It's like, well, my teammates are getting beat up. They're too weak to be on my team. He didn't care. He did not care at all.
Yeah, he looked to replace them easily. He didn't give a shit. He was like, oh, you guys are hurt? Let me replace you with 4 kids from the crowd. Huh? Like,
I'm going to replace you with Captain and Tennille in the crowd and some little kid. Easily. He swept them under the rug.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We get to the main event segment, and it's a contract signing, which it's not going to be signed at all. It's just there to be a time filler, time waster main event. So you have it where Cena comes out to the ring. Cena's all ready. He has his jorts all pulled up. He's ready to go. And so Stephanie's in the ring, and the rest of the Authority with Triple H. They cut their little shtick promo. Triple H botches. Out comes Cena, and instead of being all serious about the situation to make us worried that the babyface team might lose, Cena instead cracks some jokes, stupid ones, talks about puking, sexual chocolate. Oh, God, it was just bad Cena jokes. And it's like, the thing is, it's like people go, okay, Chase, you can't do that because The Rock said it. Look, here's the difference. The Rock was able to be serious and still say some funny lines being serious. It wasn't like every time The Rock came out and did a promo, it was all comedy shticks. Cena, it's like he needs comedy to make his promo semi-entertaining. And don't get me wrong, I felt Cena did a decent job on the microphone. But it's just like, look, the situation is not right for Cena to be cutting this type of promo, for him to be sitting there doing these jokes and stuff. No, this should be a situation that's fucking serious. This should be a time where Cena is saying, like, I don't care about any of you guys. I'm ready for a fight. That's what Cena should have said when he came out there. We should have felt bad that John Cena's team got decimated. And then afterwards, they had all this nonsense where it's like, oh, Cena is all by himself. He's ready to fight by himself. Ziggler's music hits. Yay, Ziggler's still in the match. Oh, Big Show's music hits. Yay, Big Show. And then afterwards, it was like, okay, for me personally, they announced early on that Sheamus got injured or whatever. He's not going to be at Survivor Series. Why? I don't know. I guess Sheamus doesn't want a Survivor Series paycheck, brother. But instead of replacing Sheamus with the red hot RKO Viper, RKO out of nowhere, Randy Orton, I hear voices in my head, they counsel me understand ring boner. And instead of replacing him with a member of the Breakfast Club that would make you I automatically think that Team Cena is going to win. No, you replace Sheamus with Sheamus is out of the match. He's gone.
No, I know. I'm saying this is Sheamus. This is the guy that for like 2 years in a row was the first person to like 100 wins, including dark matches.
Yeah.
Forever. Sheamus. Once again, Cena sweeps him under the rug. Cena number 2 gets swept under the rug by Cena number 1.
Mm-hmm.
In exchange for who now, Chase? I want you to say it. I don't want to say it.
So he gets swept underneath the rug. It gets replaced by Erik Rowan. So you're telling me the replacement for the Celtic Warrior Sheamus is the dude who's been stalking Renee Young? Oh, God.
Like Sheamus replaced by quintessentially what is like that side character from one of the Wrong Turn movies, like an inbred guy who never actually killed anyone in the movies. He was just there.
Yeah, like Erik Rowan. Erik Rowan's main eventing a pay-per-view, people. Do you not understand this? Erik Rowan is main eventing a WWE pay-per-view. Erik Rowan is main eventing a pay-per-view. He has the same number of main events as Bray Wyatt does this year, people. Erik fucking Rowan.
Yep.
Good God Almighty. Afterwards, out came Cesaro. He swerved us all. We thought he was going to become babyface like he should be, but he stayed with the heels. Who gives a shit? Ryback comes out. Ryback and Team Cena with Erik Rowan. Dolph Ziggler.
You can't say it.
No, I can't take it seriously. That's why. Dolph Ziggler and Big Show end the night strong. Babyfaces win. So it was just like this Raw. I'm just gonna be honest here. It's just been a really, really bad episode because it's just like the whole point of the episode was to make you be afraid that the Authority was going to win at Survivor Series because Team Cena was totally outmatched. Now, I understand that they had to do the segment where, Dolph Ziggler and Erik Rowan and shit had to come out and whatever. But it's just like, if you were trying to build this whole episode that Team Cena had no chance of winning at Survivor Series, you failed. You failed at doing your job of making me suspend my disbelief because I'm going to be dead honest here. Even if Cena had no team, I would think that he's going to win that match. I'm not. Why should I be afraid that Cena has no team? Cena.
Make no buts about it, Chase. That if Cena was in that match alone, he'd pin not only every opponent, but he'd also pin Triple H and Steph for a 7-1 run, or 7-0 run against Team Authority. He'd pin everybody. Pin Joey Mercury, and he'd pin
Jamie Noble.
Jamie Noble. He'd pin everybody. He'd pin all the Authority. He'd pick the ring up. He'd flip it on the top of it and pin that too because it's Super Cena.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and also with Cena, it's just like this is the same Cena that like fucking got rid of the new Nexus like they're nothing. Like remember that at the Royal Rumble, he was all counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna go run down there and fucking eliminate them all. And that new Nexus, like, yeah, people will say, well, Chase, that's like a bunch of jobbers compared to some of the guys in that match and this match. But like, really, they were treating the new Nexus like a big deal. I mean, the Lord and Savior CM Punk was on that team. So I'm just saying, like, it was just, to me, this episode of Raw just felt flat. It wasn't an entertaining episode, and it did not make me excited for Survivor Series this Sunday. Like, honestly, I remember I was talking to my friend Ross in the Skype call during Raw. I said to myself, I was like, wait a minute, Survivor Series is this Sunday? I thought it was next Sunday. I didn't know it was this Sunday. And this was your go-home show? Oh my God, dude. Like, we only have 4 matches announced for Survivor Series.
It's terrible, man. It's like I was telling you before we officially started, it's like they don't. This show was to solidify the fact that not only do they think the casual wrestling fan is stupid, but that they think that the quote-unquote smart, the IWC guys, they don't care. That's all it is. This show was to promote that idea that like we keep talking about Cena got booed in England and Cena even got partially booed tonight, and they were like, we don't care. We're gonna push Cena down your throat. You're gonna take it and wind up on an episode of Law and Order SVU that'll portray Cena getting jammed down your throat next week. Hopefully Benson can save. That's all that was.
I mean, hey, the WWE show, they don't care because they're giving Erik Rowan.
Jeez. Every time you say it, it just becomes funnier.
Yes.
That punchline.
It's like Tito Ortiz.
Tito Ortiz. He doesn't know what he's here for, but it's something.
Yeah, I mean, they show they don't care by having Erik Rowan main eventing a pay-per-view, a Big Four pay-per-view. Erik Rowan's main eventing guy. I'm not going to let that go, that Erik Rowan.
No, that can't die. That has to, the concept of Erik Rowan main eventing main eventing out of nowhere too, because he hasn't had any build other than
yeah, he's just been stalking Renee Young.
He's been stalking the Titty Master's girlfriend for 2 weeks. All of a sudden, throw aside, gotta go save Cena. For what? It's not established too, because it hadn't been like a thing even before. They didn't do those stupid eyeball promos with Luke Harper and had him come back and just be a part of Team Authority and beat Dolph Ziggler weeks ago. You could have had Luke Harper be like, or Erik Rowan, or whichever one they went with the red heroin. It's like, whoa, Luke Harper just forgetting about, the Wyatt family and joining Team Authority. I'm mad about that. I'm going to join Cena out of spite. None of that happened.
Yeah.
That took me 2 minutes to think. That took me 2 minutes, Chase. The time we sat here and referenced his name, I thought of a way to even put that together.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could have done just that, but instead you wasted our time and decided to jam it all on like 20 minutes of like a 3-hour show. Like, that's just that's just bad. And you know this Raw was bad when the fucking guest host himself, Grumpy Cat, was falling asleep during it. He did not give a damn about Raw. He was like,
that was the best part of the show with Grumpy Cat was Miz kissing Grumpy Cat, because I was like, man, I really wish I was the Miz just so I could hang out with Grumpy Cat and watch him sleep. I want someone like you were putting on Twitter. I was like, I want someone to get a picture of Grumpy Cat and send it to me.
Oh yeah, no, I got screenshots of Grumpy Cat on Grumpy Cat. Like, don't. I'm just telling you right now, guys. When you see this podcast, don't expect me to be editing a bunch of different pictures in about the events I talk about. No, it's Grumpy Cat. It's just Grumpy Cat sleeping. It's just Grumpy Cat sleeping on for this edition. So, well, people are already looking at it, but I'm just giving them update in the past. So yeah, just update in the past. You're just seeing Grumpy Cat sleep the whole night. Anyways, do you have any plugs that you want to give out, man?
If you're feeling like you're up to it or you're interested to it, check out my channels, Generic Minority. Follow me on Twitter, Generic Minority, aka Ayatollah of Anger. That's it. I plug me, and thanks, Chase, for the opportunity. Thanks for being on my end on my show. And this is going to be my hopefully official first Raw review, because the last 2 Raws I've tried to do reviews, and it's just like I went to go render them out, and I was like, I don't care anymore. Like, when the rendering stopped, I didn't go to go fix it. So this hopefully is, 1, more interesting just because you were there, and 2, hopefully this is after Survivor Series. It's not going to get better, but I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I don't know, man.
By Royal Rumble time, that's when, once the Royal Rumble hits, that's when WWE gets interesting for me. So thank you all very much for listening to this long WWE Raw review. Hey, you know what? It's a podcast. I said it's a podcast format this week, and if any of you guys are interested in doing something like this, just to bring something different to my channel, instead of sitting here talking about Raw in a quick little short dose that I normally do, like, don't worry, it doesn't mean I've dropped the whole video format idea. Maybe if some of you guys want, I will do a video of just me talking about Raw. But hey, we talked about extra stuff here as well. We talked about AJ Lee rumors and all that other stuff. So anyways, thank you, Generic Minority, for joining the show. Make sure you guys follow him on Twitter and check out his channel. That will be in the description box down below. If you guys like me, you can give me a big old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And also follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Make sure you guys check out the Q&A and the Survivor Series predictions video that are coming out later today. And also, keep your fingers crossed, people. Chase applied for a job at a Sports Treasure. So hopefully Chase gets that job at the Sports Treasure so Chase can make some good, money on the side. So that'd be freaking awesome if I could get that seasonal part-time job. That'd be really awesome. So wish me luck on that department. And if I do get the job, guys, I'll give you a channel update of what's to come on my channel, because YouTube's a hobby for me. It's not my life and stuff like that. So thank you all so much for listening to the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed this variation of a Raw review. If you got, just leave your comments down below what you thought about this. If you guys like this, or if I should just, try to do a Google Hangout next time and try to be more interactive, just comment down below. And if you guys want to see, a video version of just me talking about Raw and the short little bits that I do, just leave your comments down there as well. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all next time. Hope you guys enjoy your night. Peace.